Greetings to you wherever you are in this world. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. I'm just video recording it, hoping that maybe you can get something out of it. I do want to encourage anyone to leave comments on what they think the chapter may actually mean. Like I said, this is a study lesson for me, but I'm just going to videotape it and release it because maybe somebody else can get something out of it. It's a beautiful day where I'm at. I thank God every day for my life. I'm very blessed. Very blessed. I have a very quiet, private life. Very private, quiet life. You know, the things that I do on YouTube are as for marketing. You know, because I'm trying to create a brand. Okay, so I feel really blessed that I'm here. You know, when I do my theology lesson, it's like a PSA, you know, and it's a way for me. I would study it anyway, but it keeps me grounded, you know, and you know, I want to have disciplined behavior. That's what I strive for. I'm not into confusion, and I shy away from people who are, you know, who don't know themselves and they create confusion or are surrounded by it. So, you know, those of you who are my subscribers, I thank you for having faith in me. This channel is at the beginning. This is just my 7th week, and I'm creating a brand, and you know, and so um, I explained in my, you know, in my description that for my channel that I don't think like everyone else. I don't do things like everyone else. I'm different, you know, and so I go about things differently, you know. So it's not going to be like everybody else, you know. So I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I want to be like myself, and so, but I know that I'm different, and so, but I embrace that, you know. I work real hard to keep my privacy, but I'm also willing to be open. And so I'm creating this channel as a mechanism for us to be able to create a community worldwide where people can come together and talk to each other about whatever we want to talk about as adults. But we have to just keep it clean, you know, and maybe somebody will know about a resource in their area where they're at that they can share publicly in case someone else in their area needs to know, you know, about that. And so I want it to be kind of like a video community resource where people can just get on here and just talk, you know. And also I'm promoting mental health. You know, my channel promotes a lot of mental health because I know how it is when you're struggling. And if you don't have someone you can reach out to, it's hard. You know, everybody needs somebody to talk to sometimes, you know. And so I left 2 email addresses. If anybody wants to talk to me, you know, you can get a hold of me that way. And if you want to talk to me by phone, you have to leave your phone number because I don't answer my phone to anybody whose number I don't know about. I don't because I don't even bother with all of that. You know, I don't have to answer my phone, and I don't unless I know who it is that's calling me. And I will be more than willing to listen to what you have to say. You know, if I don't have the answers, maybe I can guide you to where you can get the answers because I know what it's like. I've worked in those fields for many years, and mental health is something that usually is neglected. People don't want to deal with it, and that's one of the things that we need to really deal with right now, in the here and the now, in the 21st century. A lot of people have some traumas that they're not healing from, and they're carrying those traumas in the relationships with other people, and they're not healed. And it creates a lot of problems, you know. So I mean, I understand how it is, but the reason why I'm out here, even with my YouTube channel, is for, you know, God wanted me to come out here. He asked me, you know, to come on out, and you know, and just start talking to people about theology, you know, and so that's where I'm at with that. So that's why I felt like, you know, the me recording my meditation you know, was the best way to do that, you know. But I'm just a student, so I don't know. And after the first of the year, I'm going to get Buddhist text, you know. If anybody knows where they want to donate a Buddhist text to me, I would love that. But if not, I'm going to get one after the first of the year anyway. I plan to do that. You know, of course, an English translation, of course. But, you know, this chapter is really short. The Heavenly Host want me to read out of the Quran, and the chapter is really short. But, you know, when they're short like that, they mean a lot. So, anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out the way. But I just wanted to talk to everyone, and I want to thank whoever comes on here and listens. I want to thank you for, you know, spending whatever time you do spend with me, you know. I'm not in a hurry trying to just be all out there with it. I'm going slow and steady, you know. I want to build this thing into something that's stable, that'll continue, you know, not just fly by night. And I'm not in a hurry to do anything, because whatever I do, I want it to be solid. You know, I don't do anything to fail at it on purpose. And so this means a lot to me. So another thing too is, as I mentioned before in earlier videos, eventually I'll connect a store to this channel, to my page or whatever, and but then I have some other stuff that I'm going to be doing too, that I'll connect at a later time. But right now, the main thing that I will connect to this channel is a store, and then I'm going to be talking to y'all about mental health, and then we'll talk about dating in the 21st century. We'll talk about family things, whatever you want to talk about. And in that live, I'll have that live on Saturday. I just changed it to Saturday until I get it built up, you know, 5 o'clock, and just come on and just let people know that I'm here. Maybe somebody, if you have something that you need to talk about, you know, feel free to do that. You know, it's okay. You know, I'm not charging anybody anything for this, you know. I just want to help. You know, I might not have the answers, but sometimes all somebody needs is somebody just to listen to them, you know. I understand people, man, we all mess up. I understand that. People misperceive stuff, you know, when you go inside of your own mind and stuff all the time, hashing over, no, when you don't know because you don't communicate. You got to communicate with people. People can't read, you know, we can assume we can read people's mind, but unless you really know, communicating back and forth, that's just assumptions until you hear it from somebody else outside of yourself, you know. People, guess where people get hung up, you know. When you do things just in a dysfunctional way, that creates problems for other people, you know. When you set out to do dysfunctional behaviors that negatively affect people, and you know it's criminal, that's something totally different. But social interaction, that's just how life is, and sometimes we got to work through stuff and just change our habits, you know, to find our stability, you know. But I understand that people need to talk to people sometimes, you know, if they don't have somebody they can trust. And I'm willing to just listen, you know. I might not want to stay on the phone long to listen, but I will listen. Or if you want to send me an email and just ask a question,